Okay, so from today's masterclass, we hope from you guys will learn some of the techniques to generate quality leads and expand your customer base, understand the importance of brand identity, and learn some strategies to build and strengthen your brand awareness. To explore some effective social media marketing strategies to increase your brand visibility as well as engagement. And also, we hope that, maybe from this class, you will understand the importance of customer retention and you learn some strategies to foster long-term relationship with clients. All right. So for today's masterclass, we're very grateful and very lucky to have Mr. Desmond Pang. Some of you guys probably have met Desmond during our midterm evaluation, probably the startups in day 2. Yes, have met Mr. Desmond. So Desmond is actually based in Singapore. He's an accomplished entrepreneur and the CEO and co-founder of Start Media, a creative media agency specializing in events management, social media marketing, video production, and e-commerce management services. So a little bit of backstory, despite facing numerous setbacks, including 4 business failures and also stroke at the age of 38, Desmond's perseverance has led to a notable success. So Start Media, founded in 2022 with his partner, Mr. Cyrus, achieved over 400,000 dollar in its first year and is projected to reach 1 million in revenue by the end of 2024. So Desmond has quite an interesting story of his entrepreneurship journey that I hope he will be able to share with us today. And I hope you guys will gain a lot from today's masterclass. So as usual, we will open the floor for Q&A towards the end, and then we'll have several multiple breaks in between. So I hope you guys can stay from the very beginning till the end, all right? Okay, thank you so much. Desmond, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and start off.
Yeah, hi everyone. Hi everyone. So okay, I'm gonna share my my deck first. Let me probably just share it, then I can start. Okay, can everyone see? Yes, right?
Yes,
Yep,
okay.
can.
Can you
Yeah,
put it on full
okay.
screen?
Can. Fantastic. Okay, the downside of using Microsoft is that when I go into full screen, I cannot see everyone's
Yeah.
face, and I cannot see
Unless
the
you use 2
chat and
device.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but I think it's okay. I really welcome everyone to, get involved. I will be asking questions, and I hope this can be a two-way communication thing. It is possible, right? So yeah, a little bit about myself. No, so okay, before I go into myself, right? Probably today's agenda, we have 2 hours with each other. Out of the 2 hours, there will be a 10 minutes break. And then we will also have a 10 to 15 minutes of Q&A at the end of the session, right? Like what Amira mentioned. So today's agenda, I'll be doing my introduction. I'll be sharing with all of you what is marketing, brand and products, stories and impacts, tell how to share a story, how to tell a story, and of course, very importantly, sales and conversion. Okay. Now, so just a little bit about myself. This is very, very simply done up. I don't have fancy full pictures to paste all over. I just wanted to keep things simple. But from your laptop, from your desktop, this is what you see. I spent 7 years in the Singapore Armed Forces, no business experience. 8 years in Ministry of Education. That's where I acquired all my certificate of coaching, teaching, and a trainer, being for my training certificates, right? And then I spent 7 years in corporate meaning to say in business. So I ran business for about 7 years so far, 7 to about around 8 years. My first business was actually distributing and importing Korean apple cider to Singapore. I flew down to Korea. That was even before Summersby came into Southeast Asia. I flew down to Korea. I brewed my first apple cider and I brought it to Singapore. That business itself, I built 3 water well for Cambodia, Siem Reap. So the whole business model works as such. It's technically a social media. It's technically a social enterprise where for every bottle of apple cider sold at our distributing outlets, $1 will be contributed to Cambodia. Okay, so we managed to build a total of 3 water wells. Supposed to build the 4th and 5th, but we had to close down the business because Summersby came into the picture. I'm not blaming Summersby that came into the picture, but I mean, they are the big boys, right? They are the big boys. When the big boys come in, they can literally wipe out the competitors. If the competitors are small startups, it's either they acquire the small competitors or they wipe them up or if not, the small competitors will just pull the plug like what I did. All right. So that is something on a side note. Many of you have been running businesses or startup, or your startup is less than 1 year, you will face all these things. All right. So you got to make a decision. The hardest decision to make is actually whether to continue or to stay on and to fight through. All right. Now, okay, so I'm not going to go on with all this, but yes, I think interestingly, I am a stroke patient. Not the major stroke. Okay, is about mild. It is pre-mild anyway. So what happened was, when I had a stroke, the blood circuit, the valve did not burst. I was sent to a hospital and the blood managed to flow through. So doctor says that I was very lucky, because if any, like, if I was slowed, or rather if there's a burst, or if the blood stops flowing for more than 10 seconds or 15 seconds, about that, then I will have permanent damage to my brain. So thankfully I did not have permanent damage, neither do I have a huge damage to my physical body, which I really kind of fully recovered from it. Yeah. So okay, right, I'm not going to delay. The thunder is not about my story. I think the thunder is to share with all of you what is marketing, because the main agenda of today, or main objective, is for all of you to take back from me what marketing is, and how to elevate your marketing through branding, and also how to funnel your sales, right? So what is marketing? Very textbook. We have 2 hours. Bear with me. Very textbook. Marketing refers to any actions a company take to attract an audience to the company's product or services through high quality messaging. Okay, so in short, marketing is sending a message across to your viewers, to your customer, or to your partners. All right. Now, marketing aims to deliver standalone value for prospect and consumer through content, with the long-term goal of demonstrating product value, strengthening brand loyalty, and ultimately increasing sales. Now, so when you are doing marketing, it doesn't mean that you have to do marketing that leads to sales. It can be a marketing campaign, right, that demonstrates your product value, a shout out campaign, right? Or if not, a marketing campaign that pushes your brand awareness or your brand to increase brand loyalty. Now, so awareness, it's marketing is broken down into 5 stages in general. In fact, sorry, 6 stages. Okay, and then you have your sub 6. Now, the first 5 stages, if you can see on the slide, this funnel, it's a very straightforward funnel. You first build your awareness. Awareness is built by branding, story, news, and your findability on the internet. I draw you an example. If you Google your own name, right? You Google your own name. Have a look, have a try. Okay, you're at a computer now. Try to Google your own name. Does your name come out? That's one. Second thing, does your company that you are working for now, or sorry, your startup that you are working for now, does it appear? The same thing goes for any products and services. If I were to engage a video production company, my first search is going to be video production. Is your company, or is that company coming up in the top 10? How findable we are. And then we go back to social media, right? When you post something, how many followers you have? Are you on social media? Are you on YouTube? Are you on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok? Which platforms are you in? Because all these platforms are part of the tools to create awareness. Okay, just the tools, not the content. We have not even gone down to the content. But don't worry, we'll go down to that. Now, next is interest. The second funnel, the second part of the funnel where we go down is interest, learning about the products or services. Now, when you build awareness, people know about you. The next thing will be, the next question is going to be, will they be interested to know more about you? Or will they be interested to know more about your product, your business, your services? Okay, that's two. After they show interest, they want to find out more. Then that is the part where they will consider, should they buy from you? Should they work with you? Should they even invest in you, partner you? All right. So this is where their own research comes in. And if you can see on the right side, if you can see my mouse over here, research, reviews, they compare prices, they compare quality. So if your awareness campaign is not strong, you give and you showcase a very sub-quality website, to speak. All right. And when people go into your website or they go into your social media, it's very disoriented, it's very messy. Okay, that lowers the chance of people making the decision to consider using you over another same service provider, or if not over another product. I mean, just I can't see your hands, okay, but I think I can exit this to look at your comments. I just want to hear from everyone. How many of you have actually made a comparison between products before you make a decision? Like, for example, you want to buy a laptop, you want to buy a headphone, you want to buy earplugs or so. You actually go to the internet and then you start to search, you Google it up, and then you make comparison. You make comparison of the prices, you make comparison of the quality, and then you look at their website. And usually you are drawn to a website or a product that is more aesthetic looking, that is better aesthetically. That means one look at it, you feel shocked. You feel happy. You're like, oh, wow, this one looks very atas. Wow, the price okay. You know, how many of you? I'm very sure most of you have actually done so. Okay. Now, after consideration, next will be engagement. Once they consider that, once they make the decision, not decision, okay, once they start to compare and then they consider yours to be the better one, they don't make the decision like almost immediately. Most of the people, I wouldn't say all, but we should be looking at about 60 to 70% of the people. Once I consider, make my choices, I compare 4 or 5 products, and then I think that, oh, this is the product, this is the brand that I want to go for, it will be engagement. Now, for B2B, what happens is that it will be a proposal phase, right? Proposal, demonstration, they will call you up, or you follow up, and then you fix and you set an appointment. So this is the part for B2B. But for B2B, B2C is pretty much more straightforward. They will go into your website, they will go into your what's that called? Your retail, online digital retail, whether Shopee, Lazada, TikTok Shop, or whatsoever. And they will start to engage with the product itself by looking at the actual cutout post. Okay. Now, for engagement, there are many ways. I will dive into that in a later while. But in the funnel itself, the last part of the funnel, this is where sales is made and deals are done. So if you can see this whole funnel, if you do not create awareness, there is no chance of a sales to be made. And this problem lies with a lot of startups. Some startups that I actually mentored back in Singapore or Malaysia, okay, the first thing they think of is, my product is good, people will like it, I have a very good service, people will know, people will like it, I am confident of having that sales. But yes, the truth is the product is good, the service is good, they have very good website, very nice website built, but they refuse to go into social media, or they refuse to run a campaign to bring traffic into the website. So there isn't any awareness. No one knows of their product. No campaigns were done. And when they were told to run campaigns, maybe like pump in a few $100 or few thousand, $1,000, $2,000, right, to do a video to let people know of their existence, and then the response is always, I don't need to invest into $1,000 for awareness, because awareness doesn't bring me sales immediately. Right? So to them, they would rather pump in that money or use that money to run ads that go straight to sales. Or if not, they will use that money to go for they will do a lot of other stuff like, okay, to do increase their operations, to increase the number of production, so on and so forth. But they just refuse to create awareness. Now, the point that I'm trying to drive down is that without awareness, how many of you think that without awareness, you will not have any sales? Because no one knows about you. And for some of you, I only got to know about you after last week or 2 weeks back, where I was doing the evaluation, okay, helping out with the evaluation. Then the next question that everyone has will be, what comes after sales? Because you see, the funnel stops there. But I have a blue, I have this thing over here. What does it mean? The moment we close a deal, in marketing perspective, what we receive are datas. Okay, we receive data, we receive client. Now, always remember, recurring clients or retaining recurring clients is easier than getting new clients. Okay, farming existing clients is easier than getting new clients. The amount of dollars and time spent to acquire new clients is longer and more expensive. So at the end of the marketing funnel, this calls for advocacy of data cycling. It's actually data recycling. So we recycle the data. That's where all the loyalty programs, all the email marketing can actually be done, where we can send out to all these clients that we have already have their database. This goes even for followers on your Facebook. If you have followers on your social media, can you recycle, use it as a marketing tool and recycle all this data? Yes, correct? And how many of you would agree that it is harder to gain new followers? So every followers that we gain in to our platform, we need to treasure them by providing them the content that they would like to see. Or if not, the news that they would like to see. Okay, and you see, so with all this data, with all these clients, customers, this is where reviews comes back. So you have the review program, and then you can get people, or if not, for B2B, you can talk to the customer, get them to give you feedbacks. And this is where you improve your service, right? Or if not, create new products. So I draw you an example. In Singapore, there is this earbud company, startup. They started about 8 months back. They raised about USD 30,000 through a crowdfunding program. I can't remember the crowdfunding program. What is it called? Okay, but about 30,000 USD. My first thing to them was they spent $8,000 on marketing. I said, very good. They listened. Then after that, the rest of the dollars, what they did was they went into manufacturing. So they spent about 15 to 18,000 on manufacturing the products. But you see, they did not spend the rest of the money on improving the products when they already have a total combined of about 3,000. I can't remember, 3,000 or 6,000 order. Yeah. So they filled the orders. With the orders coming in and the profit that they were making from a crowd fund raise of 30,000, they were able to beef it up to about 50,000. But the problem was they refused to use the data that they have collected to pump into the dollars for R&D to start preparing for their second product, because the first product, the earbud, was really quite bad, if you were to ask me. But they refused to accept that because they had a lot of orders. So the first order that they had about 3,000 to 6,000, I can't remember, but definitely more than 3,000. They were so happy with the results that they think that the product is selling. But I told them, this is a crowdfunding campaign. People are supporting you from Singapore to the US to everyone, to everywhere, because you did a very good awareness campaign. You did a very good aesthetic visual of your earbuds, but your earbuds does not even have Bluetooth, the tracking. You know, I think there are some earbuds, earpiece that has a tracking mode, and you have an app. So I told them, you don't even have an app. Your earbuds are just any earphones out there, you know, and you're selling more than $80 Sing. The competitors are selling at $40, $50. If you don't upgrade it, you are not going to catch up. So they refuse to listen. And true enough, 8 to 9 months later, the company actually struggled. They are struggling to sell organically because at $80, $90, everyone is going for the cheaper one. So they did not understand that part. They did not make use of their data to recycle it to improve their existing product. Okay. Right. Now, so I just want to also dive into, yeah, this is so irritating. I cannot see hands and I cannot see words. How many of you, okay, I'm just going to exit the full screen for a while. I just want to see. Oh, I did not exit full screen. I stopped share. Can you still see my screen? No, right?
No. You
No,
stop sharing. Yeah.
okay, I stopped sharing. Okay, just probably I just want to see a show of yes, right? If you have done marketing before, just type in the group chat. Have you done marketing before?
Yes,
Those
yes.
of you who have, yes?
Yes, yeah, I do a lot of marketing.
All right. How about the rest?
I see
25
people
of you.
raising their hands. The
Yeah, all
rest,
right. Yes. Okay, I can see people raising hands also. If you have, yeah, raise your hands. Fantastic. How many of you have heard of the P's? There's a few P's to marketing, right? How many of you heard of it? Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go into, yeah, City, Sophia. Yes, you heard of the P's. All right. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna share my screen again. So there are actually 7 P's of marketing, but I just want to talk about the 5 P's of marketing. Very fundamental, very important piece of the marketing. The first thing is your product. So this is what the company is selling, which includes all your features, your benefits, and experience associated with it. So the product should meet the needs and desire of the target market. The best business that I've seen so far are always businesses that creates a product to, no, they find a problem and then they create a solution, right, which is the product. They don't create a product first, then find the market need or find the market fit. They find a problem and a gap, then they create a product. All right. I'm not saying Stark Media is the most fantastic company. We are just another creative media agency in a very, very huge market out there. It's like a swarm of sharks in a Red Sea. Everyone is fighting for that small little pie, right? But is there a marketing? Is there a product fit? Yes, there is. There is. Because when we started the company, we first looked at the gap. So one of the gap was a lot of companies do not have the time to manage their social media. A lot of companies do not have the expertise to create videos. A lot of companies they know how to use Canva, they know how to do this and that, but they do not have the time to do it themselves. And that's why we have a gap to fill, right? And so that was one of the reasons why we decided, we should go all out, even though there's really a lot of agencies out there, but the market and the market size is big enough for everyone. It's just whether we are taking the big clients or the smaller clients, but there is still a need. So I believe most of you have already created your products and services. So if there's a need, I'm not going to go into that. Okay, so that one is more for product fit, which Beyond 4 can teach lah, huh? Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next P of marketing, which is price. So how much customer pays for your product? My next question to all of you is, when you are pricing your current business products or services, have you done your market analysis? Have you done your market research? Okay, this is very important. Now, first thing first, you do not want to price yourself under value. Once you go into the market at a certain price, it's always very difficult to raise. So, but I'm not saying that you should not go into the market at a lower rate because you are just at the entry. For some of you, you are quite mature. So for the mature ones, my suggestion is don't go below the market value. All right, once you go below, it's very difficult to re-raise it. For those of you who are at the entry, you need to do your research. And even if you want to go in below the market value, make sure that it is at a discounted rate and not go in flat that this is our rate. You need to go in at maybe like your service is $1,000 or your product is at $100. I'm drawing an example, $100. But you are saying that because it is newly launched, you are going at 50% off. And then it goes down to $50. So you are penetrating into the market lower than the market value. Yet, it's because it is on a discount, right? So you have more than enough reason to re-raise it back to market value. Now, a lot of startups or some startups that I've met, the moment that even my companies for past 7 years, I made the same mistake over and over again. That's why I'm here telling everyone not to make this mistake. It is really, really very difficult to push your pricing up. My video production is one very good example. I started off Start Media, and then we didn't want to do video production. So we had this inquiry for us to do a very huge corporate video. And I was thinking, like, well, okay, so we just started, and it's like along the way thing. It's not our main core, right? Our main core is really producing small content videos for social media. But it was a big, huge corporate video. And so I decided to charge them, okay, so entry, the market is about 5,000 Sing dollar in Singapore, and about 3 to 5,000. So I said, okay, it's along the way, extra income. So I just charged them about 1,000 to 2,005 Sing dollars. We did a video so well that the word started to spread, and then one led to another. They went around telling their friends. They showed the video in the corporate setting, in their marketing campaigns and everything. People, their good friends went to them, their business associate went to them. There was no opportunity for me to raise the price because they already go up. When my price already went up, it took me about 8 months, okay, a full 8 months to gradually increase the price when clients come in. Because the first one I charged at 1,002 Singapore dollars. So I had to slowly increase. So it took us about 8 months. But the market value is $5,000 upwards. Okay, so I mean, just sharing an experience, which I hope no one makes this mistake as much as I ever do lah. Now next will be place. We call it distribution channels. Okay, but in the official textbook-based marketing, they call it place, where your product is distributed or sold. So your distribution channel, you need to decide how you're going to where. Are you selling it or distributing it online? Okay, or are you going to have a physical store or even an office to speak? Well, of course, retail, we talk about traditional retail, definitely physical store is kind of like a norm, right? Then we talk about product services such as even education. So education, you need a space to teach. So your distribution channel, you need to very much decide where you want to sell your product. Okay, where you want people to know of your existence, where you want to gather your leads, where you want to communicate with your clients, customers, or prospects. Now, next will be promotions. So you raise awareness. So you raise awareness and encourage purchase of a product. I draw you an example will be discounts, right? So a lot of us are drawn to discounts. Buy 2 get 1 free, special week promotion, Hari Raya special, Vesak Day special. Then you have your Christmas Day special. Okay. Now the best part, the best thing that I've seen so far that everyone kind of like exploit it to the extent that it has no value now is you know, China has this 11/11, right? On the 11th of November, that's a huge discount because 11.11, right? No, first 11th of November, 11.11, you know, it's, and then gradually, when you reach Southeast Asia or when especially Singapore and Malaysia, you start to see 11/11 sales, 12/12 sales, 1/1 sales, 2/2 sales, 3/3 sales, 4/4 sales. Every month you have one of the same sales and your product is the same. Your product is discounted at the same price. It's so much exploited that it has no value. At least for me, because I know that I don't need to look forward to it. I know that every month there will be something, right? But companies and businesses that promotes their own very special day gains an advantage, meaning to say that on top of the 1/1, 2/2 sales, 3/3 sales, all those sales, right? Christmas sales, those are the given. It's already a given now. Everyone is like, oh, it's either you are in, you're part of it, or if not, you lose out. So it's kind of like a norm. But there are businesses, there are companies that actually set their own date. I draw an example, your anniversary. So all of you are startups, and I hope that startups along the way you will survive for the next 3 years, fourth year, and then you grow exponentially, right? There will always be an anniversary. So if you have an anniversary sales, that particular promotion belongs to you. It's uniquely yours. It's not like Singapore, you know, you have a great Singapore sales and everyone is giving out discount. So you create a day of your own. And does it necessarily need to be like anniversary only? No, it can also be called Founders Day promotion, right? I don't know. I mean, like, it can even be created like a Lepak Day. So we have this Lepak Day promotion, all right? This week all our team members are on leave, so it's called a Lepak Day promotion. So we got nothing to do, hence we are giving you a discount. Okay, promotions. Be creative. Think of things that is out of the norm, out of the book. Okay. Now, the last but not least, most important thing for marketing is people. So customer service, sales, your sales staff, your skills, all right, performance and customer interactions. These are all very important. I'm not sure how many of you are in a B2B business. I will probably draw two different side of things. The first will be a B2C POV for people. Okay, so customers services for B2C is very straightforward. It's either on site or online. So on site, we need to train our staff so that they communicate, they carry our brand properly, they carry the image of the company well enough. The first thing when customer come, you see a smile on your staff, and then your staff is very aware of all the products that you are selling. Okay, now the other one will be online. So online, of course, we have bots. Okay, we have bots or whichever website you have. If customer service, when people ask questions, the bots usually sends out the first answers. But always make sure that you have your staff, you have someone behind that can come in to acknowledge the questions. At startup phase, you will not have a lot. Okay, I must say that it's not like you need to answer 100 over questions per day. If you're answering 100 over questions per day, congratulations, your business is on path to fly. All right. But at startup, you know, you get 1 or 2 questions coming in. I think that's really fantastic. So you can always answer online. Make sure that the customer feels that there is a real person behind. How many of us have experienced this? You are so frustrated when talking to a bot. Every question that you ask, no matter what questions you send in, they give a model answer. and it's not answering to your customized question, and you don't get anything, in the end, you still need to request for a person behind the keyboard to give you a proper answer, right? So this part of online platforms, or rather online channels, is very important. You need to make your customer feel engaged. They need to feel the human touch. They need to feel the warmth. But doesn't mean that bots doesn't work. It can be your first line of filtering to make sure that it is not a scam, or it's not someone that's just out to disturb you, right? Now, for B2B side of things, when we talk about people, very straightforward. You need to meet your customers. You need to make friends with your customers. You need to even drink beer with them, right? Drink coffee, drink tea, buy them cheesecakes. And Christmas, you need to send gifts to them, right? Because these are the people that will bring you sales, the word of mouth sales. You need to make sure that the interaction is always there. Okay, doesn't mean B2B you don't need. It is still very essential. In fact, it's very, very important. All right. So as I was saying just now, for marketing, there's a few, apart from the 5 Ps and apart from the funnel. Do you all still remember the funnel? Okay, so funnel, the 5 Ps, and then you have your drivers. What are the key drivers to marketing, sales and marketing? First thing, we look at medium, right? What is or are medium? So medium is actually your platforms, or the place that you use to market your services, to market yourself. Medium such as website, medium such as social media, your LinkedIn, your Facebook, your Instagram, right? Then your management. So of course, how you manage your marketing campaigns, how you manage your content, that's very important. And of course, planning is very important. You need to plan how you're going to reach out to, like, not throwing a discount just for the sake of throwing discount. You need to plan your marketing campaigns by stages. By stages, meaning to say through the funnel, right? How are you going to plan the funnel? Where are you going to get people to be aware of you? How are you going to plan? How are you going to get people to engage in your services? How you plan to have people coming back to wanting to find out more. Now, one of the things that works very well is clickbaits at a point of time. Do you all think that clickbaits are just clickbaits without any planning? You know, they just come up with something and hoping that people will just get bait and click in. Well, the truth is, clickbaits, the people behind it, a lot of them are actually very good at reading the minds of the viewers. In fact, they have research team that are, there's the psychologist, okay, that reads people's mind. They have the data and the stats, who will like these keywords, who like that keywords, people are drawn to what, and then they research on the latest trend of news, and before they actually put in their key headers. So even for your header, for your website, for your articles, or for your social media posts, your captions, all this needs proper planning. Okay. The other driver is your data. So I actually mentioned just now at the bottom of the funnel, this is where the data is being collected. How you use the data, okay, is very important. But the data is one of the key drivers to good marketing. Without data, without it can even be your name cards, okay? You have, I mean, if you collected 100 name cards, these 100 name cards are your data. key in and punch into your Excel or maybe even your email marketing tools. All right, reuse this data. Okay, the other driver is your service, how you train your staff, how you train your bot, how you set up your website, which CRM software that you're actually using to churn out content or to communicate with your existing clients is all very important, right? I hope I'm not going too fast. Any questions so far? Right, give me another 5 more minutes. We go for a short 5 to 10 minutes break before we come back at yeah, before we come back at 12 lah. Okay, so but anyway, so give me 5 more minutes. Give me 5 more minutes. Now, I just want to talk about marketing strategies first. There are a total of 10 marketing strategies. Right? Now give me 5 more minutes. Now the first one is actually content marketing, which is what my Start Media does. Okay, we do that. That's our main core. So creating and distributing valuable, relevant, consistent content. Now the keyword here is consistent content, all right, to attract and engage a clearly defined audience. You can this can be blogs, video, podcasts, social media posts that is aimed to drive profitable customer action. Now, when we talk about aim at driving profitable customer action, is it a must? Is it 100%? My answer is a big fat no. Content marketing can be used for branding. Content marketing can be used for awareness. So remember, I mentioned just now there is a 5 stage of the funnel, right? Content marketing can target every part of the funnel. That is where I mentioned previously, planning is very important. When you are doing your content marketing, it is not happily sukala pusing. You take a photo and then you happy take selfie, you post. The planning phase includes which part of the funnel your post wants to achieve. There are a lot of strategies to it. There are a lot of ways to it. I'll draw you an example. Every week, you have different layer of the funnel. This week, I want to create awareness. Next week, I want my content to be to increase engagement. The following week, I want my content to be sales oriented. The following week, I want to recycle my data. I want to reach out to my existing current users. And then every of that week, you create 4 posts or 4 content, whether be on your blog, on your video, on your podcast, whatsoever. So it is very well planned, well strategized. Okay, now that is content marketing. And I have not even gone down to the further extent of content marketing where you have that funnel, you plan that funnel, then you also plan your content pillar. Because your business has products, right? So is your content this week going to be product centric or brand centric, right? Or customers focus, right? So we are talking about proper planning for content marketing. So please don't sukala pusing happily think that, oh, I just take everything that I do, I just take a photo and then I just post without any direction. Now, social media marketing, very similar to what I mentioned just now. So the only difference is this content marketing includes your podcast, includes your email. Oh, sorry, email will come later, right? Now, for social media marketing, the difference is that it's two-way. Okay, you realize that it's two-way. Social media, we can leave our reviews, we can leave our comments, we can share your posts, all right? So, and you can even buy ads, paid ads. So then again, you need to plan. When should I pump in the dollars to buy an online ads? whether be it on Google, whether be it on your social media, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, so on and so forth. And then what kind of content should I focus on to buy ads? The next one is email marketing. Now you realize that the common thing about email marketing and social media with regards to content marketing is that without content, you cannot do your social media marketing. Without content, you cannot have your email marketing. Right? And then we talk about the 5 Ps. Without your 5 Ps, you will not be able to churn out a proper email marketing. So you see, everything is intertwined. Everything is actually linked. My first 4 slides are the key. It is the most important part of today. Right? You link everything together. There are threads. Everything is threaded. Okay, so email marketing is actually sending targeted and personalized messages to a list of subscribers. So this comes from the data. You recycle your data and to engage them, to encourage them to make a purchase. Now, I believe a lot of us will be, I believe a lot of you now, the first thing in your mind is, how many of us still open up emails? Usually we see a promotional email, we delete, right? Then my question to all of you is, you still read, you still open up and delete, correct or not? It's just that you never click, right? You still open the email, look at it, have that 1 second look before you delete. This one I don't want, delete. So it still works to a certain extent. I'm not saying that it 100% works, but it still works to a certain extent. Now the next one is your search engine optimization. Okay, so this is the most technical part of marketing, where all of us cannot do it unless we get the experts in. It has something to tie in with your website. So whatever website that you're building, factors that affects your SEO, where your website is built on. Like for example, Wix doesn't encourage or doesn't help a lot with your SEO. Okay, it's not meant to optimize. It's not their priority. But customized built website, we are able to optimize our SEO much easier because there is a tag. There is a tag that goes with all your keywords. So these are things that only a technical team will be able to advise and to help you with. And of course, the content that you put up ranks higher in the search engine. Factors that affects your content to rank higher when people search for your company name or your product, the size of the pictures that you actually upload, the file names of the picture that is in the website. You know, when you go in the website, you see pictures, photos, right? Now, all those photos, the file names affects your SEO. Those are considered keywords. That's why when you search your name, if your face pops up on the website, that particular picture file is saved under your name. That's why you can find it. So these are all very important parts of marketing strategies. I'm not going to dive deep into how to run SEO and everything. Today is really just a masterclass. So get professionals. You can go and Google them up, or to work with if you are hiring a team, to marketing team, make sure that one or two of them, you know, they are aware of the basic fundamentals of website and they can help you to increase your SEO. All right. So yeah, any questions so far before we go for a break? Any questions so far? If not, then Amira, can we? Yes. Yes.
Is it worth it to hire a professional for the SEO optimization for our website? Google search.
What business
SEO.
are you?
Okay. Life science.
Life science,
Yes.
Okay. My answer in general is yes. Is yes. Yeah, definitely. To outsource it to someone, but so you see, the SEO also comes in when your website is always updated. I draw an example. Some
Okay.
website have a lot of articles, right? They type articles, they have content. Those factors, those are factored into SEO because
Okay.
there are a lot of keywords, the title and everything. Yeah. So you make to make sure that your SEO specialist is someone who can write as well. But then again, there's ChatGPT lah. So ask him to use ChatGPT and help him.
Oh, usually does it expensive? Because I never tried to get the quotation from anybody for SEO optimization.
Well, there are. But this is a trick question
Random.
because there are cheap ones and there are expensive ones lah. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, so it's really you need to look at your budget.
Okay.
But if you are unfamiliar with this, whatever that you're doing, like for example SEO, right? It's always best to get a professional. Even myself, we don't provide SEO service to our clients because we don't have the expert.
Okay.
We know the fundamentals, but so we work with partners that are truly focused on SEO to come in to help our clients to beef up their search findability on the internet. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Ken.
And one more thing. Okay. For my business, we are not we are specific customers, so we are not doing any Facebook or multimedia marketing so far. So since our my company more toward one-to-one
Coaching.
face-to-face marketing business. So you need to introduce your customer everything. So does it work? Does it worth it to spend my time in social media marketing?
Yes, definitely. It's either you go in now or you will never be able to penetrate into the social media. You're already late. You're already late. Yeah. Okay. So better late than never.
Okay. All right.
Right. So
Okay.
you just need to identify what kind of content because yours is very specific one-to-one, right? So just imagine every one-to-one session you have someone to take a photo. Then I will know what your business is about.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's good. That's good. All right.
Okay. Right. So this is the first 4 type of marketing strategies. Now we're going to go into the next 6. Please bear with me if it's all just I didn't put a lot of pictures lah. So I thought that like since very basic very fundamental. Okay. But we have the Q&A later on. I might increase the Q&A timing to about 15 to 20 minutes. So pay per click advertising. Now advertising, so purchasing advertising spots on platforms like Google Ads, Bing Ads, or even your Facebook ads. Right, in Southeast Asia, Facebook ads still works. Let me clarify this. A lot of rumors, a lot of people have been saying that, oh, Facebook, there's not much users anymore. People are jumping in onto TikTok, run TikTok ads and everything. All these are platforms and micro channels, micro distribution channels for ads. Okay, you can either choose all of them or you can focus on 1 or 2 of them, depending on the demographics and depending on which platform you want to build. Being a startup, one of the main challenge for us is we have limited resources, we have limited manpower, we got limited time. We got to do everything. We got to work on our products. We got to work on our partners. We got to get investors, and then we got to do our own marketing. And then if we have to manage our own social media, and then we got to strategize and to plan the content, where do we find the time, right? So find the right battle and attack on it. My company or some of my clients, I got them to be very, very focused. I have a client that runs Chinese herbs. So Chinese herbs, most of them are about mid-age, 30s to 50 buyers. I mean, the age group of 30s to 50s. So we don't really push the product onto TikTok when TikTok first started. But now the TikTok age group has increased from age 18 all the way up to age 50. And therefore, TikTok became one of the channels that we got them to focus on. All right. But prior to that, we only focus very much on their Shopee, Lazada, and also on their Facebook, because that's where the age group of people is. Now, so their strategies changed. Now this year itself, they wanted to reach out to the younger generation. And therefore, we started to work on their Instagram, all right? Instagram and TikTok. because that's where the younger age group of social media users are. And that's also the place where we push their ads and advertise on these platforms. Do we do that onto YouTube? No, we did not create a YouTube channel because the YouTube channel, they are retail, right? FMCG. YouTube doesn't help or is not beneficial for FMCG. It's more service based than product based. Or sorry, it's not more service based and big ticketed product based. If today I am selling a maybe a $700 Sing dollars Secret Lab chair, then YouTube could be a good place for me to push my content or use it as a marketing platform or branding platform, right? Because it's big ticketed item. But for small ticket items like $5, $10, you got to choose the right spot, right place to fight your battles and not waste the time on it. The other one is influencer marketing. There are a few influencer platforms across Southeast Asia. In Singapore, Malaysia, there is this influencer agency called Party Post, all right, that helps us to reach out to influencers, even though they have only like 500 or 600 followers. These are the lower ends. And if you want to reach out to mass audiences, like getting a 10,000 follower influencer or 50,000 follower influencer, then you got to engage a influencer marketing agency. Now, there are companies, there are businesses, when they first started, they don't want to pump in the dollars to work with all these influencer agencies, right? Because you still need to pay agency fees. So what they did was, first thing first, who are the best influencers? Yourself. Business owners, we are the best advocate of our business. Second, our friends, our families. All right. Even though they could have just 300 followers, 500 followers, or even just 100 followers, but they help you to market for free because they are friends, your families, and yourself. The only thing is that you need to strategize and to work with them. Like, for example, giving them, telling them what you do, making sure that they know your products. You give them free products, you give them free services, you tell them, oh, this is what I do. You run it through once with them, and then they do the post for you. Right? It's free. You don't need to pay them. And they are the best advocate for you. All right. So that strategy, influencer marketing strategy, is one of the strategies that is effective, and you should consider, whether be it a service provider or if a product provider. I draw you an example just now. Who was the guy who said you are doing a one-to-one service, right? Now, can you imagine you provide that one-to-one coaching or whatever service that you are doing, right, to an influencer that has a 50,000 follower, and you manage, he's your friend, so you manage to work with him, you tell him that this is what I do, I want to run it through one time with you, and then he posts and share what you do and what he learned from you, what he has gotten out of you, right? Now, affiliate marketing is very different from influencer marketing. Now, influencer marketing doesn't promote transactions, doesn't promote sales. It is usually widely used for branding campaigns, for more people to know you, to redirect traffic in a certain way. No commission involved. The only thing could be a flat fee, or you provide a free service or free mail or free product, But for affiliate marketing, it's very different. Affiliates are those who sell for you. Now, the ugly term that I just conducted a lesson for Nanyang Poly in Singapore for affiliate marketing. So I actually coach in Singapore in one of the government institute as well. So I'm one of the lecturers there. Affiliate marketing has transactions. They are like your sales arm. You can have 50 people selling for you without hiring them on full time. But yet, these 50 people, they are also selling for other brands, other products, so on and so forth. Okay, Shopee, Lazada, they have affiliate marketing campaigns. They have affiliate marketing platforms. Now, the ugly term is MLM. I'm sure most of you have heard of the word MLM, right? So you have the first number one guy, then rope in another three guys. The other three guys have another each of them another three. And when everyone sells, everyone gets commission. Right, but for affiliate marketing, it's very straightforward. You are the business owner, your affiliates will get a fixed amount of commission every time you run a campaign. Now, all these platforms can be found online, all right, that you can actually sign up with them. Now, this marketing strategy works. It's widely used for retail, FMCGs, and also even for travels. So like Agoda has an affiliate marketing campaigns. They run affiliate marketing campaigns. They run it with hotels. They run it with influencers. So every time a custom link is given to all these influencers, to all these hotels, when people buy a certain package of the travel, buy the travel package from this link, immediately the influencers or I wouldn't say influencers, the affiliate marketers will get a commission out of it, as long as it is bought through the link. And what happened is that all these affiliate marketers, they will have their own distribution channels, own marketing channels. They will either post it on their own Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, send their own email, reach out to people through Telegram. It's all up to them. All they need to do is to have that custom link that allows it to be tracked. Next will be event marketing. This is more online. This is more offline than online. Holding booths. When you see a fair, when you see a conference, you hold a booth there. You know that there will be a lot of footfall that fits into your business category, and therefore you pay a certain amount to hold a booth. Right? Pop-up shops to promote your products, booths to promote your services. Okay. This can also of course include virtual events. The other one is referral marketing. So encourage satisfied customers to refer, probably like, especially for service provider like myself, right? When we have a 10% referral fee package. So if someone refers another business to us and then we close the deal, immediately they get a 10% cut of whatever that we sell. So this can be used to promote not just your branding, they can be your advocates. Then last but not least, PR. So using media and public communication to promote your product and build a positive reputation. Now, this is extremely important. People only like to work, or people hope for, or more inclined to work with more established businesses. It's either you're very established or you have gained good traction, or if not, you are known. Right? It's the same reason why we are paying for a $700 Secret Lab chair versus a $70 chair that looks like Secret Lab. Okay, but I will raise my hands because I buy the $70 one. I'm very stingy. Okay, so in terms of marketing, they want me at price. They want me at price. So I go for the cheaper one, price. Okay, so product and price, they got me. Yeah, but some people out there, they want to spend the money on something that is more that is more recognized. If between a $500 chair and a $700 Secret Lab chair, but $500 chair is ABC chair. Same function, same comfort, very good, look very atas, gaming chair, wow. And then they start to promote, you sit on the chair, you play the game, you will win. But Secret Lab, I pay $200 more, I get Secret Lab. right? So these are the things that public relation, PR, can help you to bolster and to build up your brand reputation. Now, then the next question is, how do we get all these PR, all these news and everything? So you need to work with PR agencies. PR agencies usually knows a lot of the medias. And that's why all of you are in incubator program, because the incubator programs help to get you up on news. Right? I believe that few weeks down, when you have your demo day, there will be news article coming up with regards to Beyond 4 and your incubator program. And in fact, your incubator program has already been up on news. So is it good? Because yes, because they are promoting you. You're part of the program and your brands are all mentioned. Who is involved, who is participating. And when you win, or when you get investors in, when people invest in you, right, it's up on news as well. This builds what? This builds credentials. If ABC company is willing to invest into you as a startup, it beefs up your reputation. It beefs up your credential. For us, Start Media, when we first started, one of our first investors was actually Ayam Brand. So Ayam Brand is a well-known tuna brand, canned food brand across Southeast Asia, okay, and in fact globally. So we made use of that, and then that beefed up our first credential as well. Because if we are not good, then why would such a big brand invest in us? Because they want us to do their marketing. Okay, so you see, that's how you use public relations. And one of the very important thing that you need to use and leverage on is your brand story, which I will go down later. So public relation needs to be built on top of your brand story, right? So I just want to have an open discussion. I'm going to leave this slide for now. So branding. Okay, marketing more or less done. I just want to jump into branding. How many of you think it is important, and why do you think so? Come, let's have an open discussion. Anyone? My question is branding important, and why do you think so? Anyone want to take this?
Hi.
Hi, hello. Fatin,
Sorry,
right?
I'm in the dark. Sorry. Yeah. Yes, of course, branding is very important because I think it's one way to create fan, so that if you have your product and service, you will have your brand. Even though you innovate your product and service, you still, people will still rely on your brand to produce different types of products in the future. That's my thought.
Yes, you are absolutely correct. So if I am given an option between working with a well-known brand and a brand that is unknown, if the price points doesn't tally too much, right? You know, the difference is not too much, I'll definitely go for the one that has been branded more. And I find it's more findable on the online, and then more credential, more news about them. I feel more assured as a business owner. Correct? Yeah. Anyone else? Hi.
If you don't
Yeah.
want to unmute yourself, sorry. If you don't want to unmute yourself, then maybe you can type it in the chat box.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I prefer physical. I can arrow, I can point my fingers. How about you? Okay, maybe let me just tekan some of them. Okay. Let me see who do I have. Maybe I ask. Oh, someone unmuted, is it? Amil? Or City, you wanted to say something, is it?
Yes. Hi, Desmond.
Hi,
So,
Siti.
thank you for a good sharing today. So, basically, my product, we manufacture multivitamin for livestock. So, basically, our businesses focus more on B2B segment. So, and also B2G segment. So, when you talk about types of marketing strategies, right, like influencer marketing, affiliate marketing, since we are selling most of the product like to breeders, and then we are selling much more on persatuan, right? Can you short down for my specific product? What will be the best marketing strategies? I'm looking now at we are doing aggressively on event marketing. Because we are product more like a breeder have to come to take a look, to test the product, to know the sampling, to know the outcome, and what are the benefits of the product. And then the second one, definitely we go for influencer marketing. But other than these two types of marketing, is there anything that you can recommend? Any suggestion from your part? Thank you, Rashman.
Yeah, okay, can. Yeah. So I just want to confirm your product is more towards what's your product again? Your product more
Our product is vitamin M. We are
vitamin.
multivitamin for livestock.
Okay, so you see, social media can be a good way because it's to be honest, it's a consumer product, right? So whether yours is a B2B model or whether yours is a B2C model, end of the day, who will get the vitamins, who will get all these things, right? It's the end consumer. The consumer will buy from your B2B distributors. So what you are doing is when you create a social media platform and then you start to market it, you are helping your distributors. When you help your distributors, you build up your brand. The distributors will naturally be more confident in working more with you and getting used, because they do not need to do their own marketing. And in that way, you can raise the value of your product when you are distributing to them. We call it a value added service. So marketing itself may not necessarily have direct sales opportunity, but it increases the opportunity and the value that people will want to buy from you as a distributor. Yeah. So social media marketing, yes, I would suggest that it's good to spend some effort to build up your platform, your social media platform. Yep. Okay. So anyone wants to like say why is it important? Is branding important and why you think so?
Hi Desmond, Nina here.
Hi Nina. Hello.
Hello, I have product Clever Bio Fertilizer Plus. So why we do marketing? Because we want to visible to people, right?
Yeah.
And I previously focus on the free marketing strategy, most of FB marketing strategy, and sometimes I pay for FBX, something like that. But previously also I pay for jingle, and also I pay for influencer also.
Nice.
The issue is because I didn't pay any radio station to play my jingle songs, so I think it's a waste.
It is a waste, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless people can hear, listen to that jingle, and I only play that jingle during my training to our Clever Circle or Clever Agent, something like that. But the rest, I think it's a waste for me when I pay for jingle.
Do you have a MV or video that goes with the jingle?
Yeah, because we pay for influencer actor that his passion is more on he likes to do gardening and we pay him. So same. So he promoting our Clever, and also the jingle also come out at the same time. Yeah.
Do you have social media?
Yes, we have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and our marketing channel also via Shopee, Lazada, and we have agents and also dropshipper.
Right. So did you so I believe you already put up the jingles on your social media, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when I mentioned about running ads, so running ads, you need very strong content. The better your content is, the more interesting your content is, the better the ads effect. So you have a good jingle, you can run advertisement on using the jingles rather than a static post it's boring, right? But when you have a
Yeah.
jingles, it's more interesting.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah. So that further amplifies whatever you're doing, and it doesn't feel like the dollars spent will go down to waste.
Sure, sure.
Mm,
I
yeah.
will polish my advertisement. All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Nina. Yeah. Amil, you got something to
Yeah,
say?
I got something to do. I'm not sure whether because branding, I think branding and marketing two different things. Okay,
Yes.
branding and marketing two different things. Basically, previously, I mean, in my company, when I working in bio marketing services, after I've been working for 3 years, and then my fourth year, they are doing rebranding. Okay, rebranding. So they are rebranding from bio marketing services to Biomed Global because they wanted to become more globally accepted. And then after they do rebranding, I can see that a lot of collaboration with principal company from US, and then collaboration from customer itself. So for me, branding is as important as marketing also. So that's why when I wanted to invest my research in doing our product, so we wanted to have a brand that can be accepted globally. So that's why we for Daniel Expert brand a product from our company, we wanted to be accepted globally for now.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, very good. I'm going to jump back to my slides. Thanks, Amil. I love the fact that Amil mentioned that branding and marketing is two different things, and branding can bring you to a global stage. Oh, Suhaila, is it? Suhaila, you got something to ask to
Hi
say lah?
Desmond.
Yeah. Hello, hi, hi.
Can you all hear me?
Yes, loud and
Okay,
clear.
so
Fantastic.
like our product is actually raw material that will be sell to business, you know, for preparation of either cosmetics or any biomedical devices, no? So it's just a raw product. So it's not a complete product yet. For example, in the ketosan, we process, extract, and then people will buy, they use it to prepare their own formulation. So do you think, I can see that should we go for social media for this kind of product, you know, this raw material? I kind of a bit confused, like even me myself, we don't really get that kind of information in social media. We need to go to a very specialized platform to get that kind of information. Okay, thank you. That's my question.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so yeah, I mean, in terms of branding, in terms of marketing, social media is a marketing channel to reach out to audiences and prospect and to gain that opportunity. Remember the funnel, the more people that is aware of you, the more chance of conversion and more chance of sales. So social media, all the social media out there, they are tools and platform for you to extend that reach. You think of it this way: if I can reach out to 1,000 people, how am I going to reach out to 1,000 people, and where am I going to reach out to 1,000 people? Right? One of the best place is social media. Everyone, all of us have social media. Let's face the fact. You either have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or if not, you have your LinkedIn. Right? All these are outreach channel. So it doesn't matter whether you have seen people putting up all your content like Kito-san or content or similar content onto your social media. You can be the first, or you can be the first mover, right? The fact that no one puts up doesn't mean that you cannot put, right? It's only how you strategize your content to make sure that it becomes value added to the viewers. Like I draw an example. How many of us do not know about the product Suhaila is selling, right? If there's an education post every month, every week, talking about the benefits of those products and things that are related to those products, then it works. I draw another example. I have a client that does that helps parents sleep better. They are sleep consultants, because parents, when we have kids, our kids, at a young age, the parents' sleep is badly affected because some of the baby, the sleep timing, everything is all wrong. So what they did was, on their social media, instead of hard selling about their services all the time, they start to teach. So they educate what is colic baby, what is wake hour, what is sleep cycle for babies, how to adjust the sleep cycle for babies. So they go through all these things, more educational rather than product. If you realize that colic baby and then how helping baby sleep cycle, all this has nothing to do with their main core services, but they use their social media to engage their customers, to let people know that their product and services is sleep related. Okay, so I hope I kind of answer your question, but I will encourage you to start your social media.
Yes. Thanks, Desmond.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so before I go back to the slide, I just want to mention Raphael just now typed in the group. Brand is the public customer perception of what can your company deliver. Very good. It is important because it suggests to the public customer that why you are the best choice. Very good. Awesome. Fantastic. So this is like what Amil said just now. It can bring your brand, your services globally. Okay, I'm going to share the slide now. I'm going to explain into details what is branding. Now, this is branding. Branding is the process of giving a meaning to specific organization, company, or products or services by creating and shaping a brand in consumers' mind. Remember, not just the product, but the brand itself. We look at Sony, we look at Samsung. The first thing we think of, electronics, TV. Okay, we don't think of mobile phones, or maybe Samsung mobile phones. But Sony, do we think of mobile phones? No, we do not. All right, Apple, the moment we think of Apple, we don't just think of their mobile phones. We don't just think of their laptops, right? We think of very sleek design, very classy design. And then immediately, we don't think of Windows. When we talk Apple, we think of Safari. We think of Apple iOS, correct? These are branding. And when we think of Apple, we think of white. Or maybe white, silver, Yeah, it's that thing where how you want to establish yourself into the market, where you imprint certain things into the consumers or your clients. Okay, now, but what is on the surface of branding? You need to first have your vision, your company vision, company motto. What is your company mission? What is your company core values? Right? This forms the first phase of your branding. And then you go down to physical. The color, the logo, the fonts that you are using. You have your brand guide. That's why we have brand guides. Stick to 2 or 3 fonts. I always advise my clients 3 fonts maximum. Wherever you do your EDM, your social media post, your designs, your poster, use only 3 fonts. And at one poster, only maximum use 2 fonts. If not, it gets very busy. But you rotate between the 3 fonts. All right. Some companies even have mascots. All right. The moment you see a bee, you think of honeybee. Right. Jollibee. Right. They have a mascot. You see that bee. Oh, Jollibee. Right. Okay. AMW. You think of what? You think of the bear. When you see that bear, you think of AMW. KFC, McDonald's, so everyone has a mascot. But of course, we are into those business have been existence for a very long time. We're talking about if we are talking about the current generation, and depending on your business model, whether it is meaningful to have a mascot, maybe in the long run. Maybe in the long run, yeah. But these are the fundamentals of it. How about product branding? Right, so we spoke about branding. What is branding, right? As a company, as a whole, and then you have your product. So generally, of course, we all agree and know that a product is anything that can be offered to the market to satisfy a want or a need. So we go back to when I first started the lesson, I said a business has to be, you need to identify a need and a gap in the market, and then you build a product, right? So now, what is a product? Reverse. The product should satisfy a need or a want or fill a gap in the industry. Then we combine it. What is product branding? Now you look at this. This is the blueprint to a product branding. Now, don't get confused. Branding as a company is a branding as a company. Product itself needs to have a product branding too. On top of, if you look at the first circle in this diagram, vision, motto, mission, value, this is more aligned to company. Products or services is one circle of its own. And then you have your brand color, brand logo, font, mascot. When you combine product, services, and your brand logo, you get your product image. Right? You get your product design. Sorry, not product image, product design. When you have your vision, mission, your values with your products or services, you get your product purpose. Okay? So product purpose is a story of its own. Now, if you combine these two circles together, you get your brand, which is similar to this, right? Look at this. So when you combine these two, right in middle, you get your brand. So what is in the middle over here? When you combine all three together, this is where the full product branding comes in. The product that you are building, whether be it a physical product or a service product, it has to comprise of everything. I'll draw you an example. Even if you are a service provider, you need to go out with a pitch deck. Am I right? Your pitch deck needs to have the right font, right color with the logo. Okay. And then when during your pitch, you will always identify and to share your mission, your vision to your customers. You need to let them know what you are trying to achieve with them as well, to buy them in so that they trust you. Right? And then of course you have your product purpose. So that is where you combine everything, you get your product branding. This also includes your product color, the color that you choose, the packaging that you are designing. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to go into this discussion. We'll leave the time for the Q&A. I wanted to just, I mean, the last time around when I was in KL, I had a very good discussion. I asked them what brands do they remember, what product reminds them of a brand, and then what brands remind them of a product. Okay, we are not going to have this open discussion. It is going to eat up some time, but I just want you to think about this, ponder about this. What brands come into your mind now? I mean, like just now I mentioned Sony, I mentioned Samsung, even for F&B, A&W, right? So A&W, what product reminds me of A&W? Their root beer float. Yeah, that's the first thing that comes into my mind. When I see a root beer, where a can of root beer, first thing I think of A&W. Right? When I see chicken, I think of KFC. When I see a mobile phone, I think of Apple. I think of Samsung. Right? When I see ayam brand, okay, what brand reminds you of a product? Right? When I see ayam, I don't think of chicken. I think of tuna. It's funny because ayam brand is good with their chili tuna. Yeah, I don't think of chicken. But why? But ayam what? Ayam chicken? No. Ayam brand, tuna. Okay, so this is like what you need to implant into your prospects, or when you're building this business. This should be one of your angle for people to think of you when they look at a certain color, when they look at a certain branding. Yeah. Okay. Now, storytelling is a huge part of marketing. This is the blueprint. Please screenshot this. All right. this is the straight blueprint. There's two blueprints, and I'm going to give you. The first one, when you have storytelling, you need to make sure that, sorry, not need to make sure. Storytelling allows you to build trust, allow you to share experiences, allows you to share your emotions, to get people into an emotional state. Now, always remember, emotions are the best outreach to our customer, because it's either they hate your product, they will comment, they will share, they will talk about it. They love your product, they will share, they will talk about it. They feel sad about certain news. In Singapore, recently trending, when business are closing down, they earn a lot because they start to share, oh, I'm closing down. I've been running my business for the 5-10 years. Very poor thing. Now no money. Company got to close down. Please support me. Warehouse sales. Okay. And then the warehouse sales, they recuperate every dollars that they have invested. Emotions, storytelling. You need to capture the emotions, and it helps. Okay. And storytelling helps to share knowledge, your history, allows you to be creative, your brand, your content. Now, why stories? Stories amplifies the complexity, vision, blah, blah, blah. So I believe all of you can read this, right? Individuals, a business with a remarkable story can win over its audience and raise its perceived value of this brand. This is absolutely true. Grab. How many of you think Grab is worth investing? Right? I'm not sure. I can tell you Grab has not been making money for a lot of years. Recently, they have announced they are making money. But the question is, why do investors or people with loads of money keep investing into Grab? Because of the CEO story, the founder story, and its relation to Temasek as well. So they have a very strong backing at the back. Right? So with a remarkable stories, it raises the value of its brand. The founder raised the value of his brand. The story of the company raised the value of his brand. How they fought through and created jobs for people, how they disrupted the delivery industry, and in Singapore, how they in Singapore, Malaysia, how they kind of disrupted the taxi industry. You know, a young man, young chap coming out and then being creative, technology, all this raises the value of a brand and a company. And the last point here, very important, it is not how many people you know. It is how many people that knows you well enough. Right? The one who taught me this was not a business owner, but rather this value was taught to me and given to me by my own father. All right. So yeah, I'm not going to share about my father, but this was something that he taught to me, and this walked with me for my past 7 years. And that's why I don't care how many people I know, but I want and I need people to know me. Or it's the same for companies. It's not how many clients you have served, it's how many clients that continue to remember you and keep coming back to you. Right? If we are in a physical lesson class now, I will walk around and I show you my mobile phone, and I will show you a recent text message that came in 3 months after a client stopped their service with us. So they stopped their service with us. 3 months later, they texted me. They say that we want to re-engage you. When they stopped our service because they found that they thought that we were pricey. They thought that other people can do a better job. But they came back to us because they do realize that, oh, we know you well enough. You are doing a better job after we look at other people. And then we went out for quotation and everything, right? But if they do not know us well enough because we did not service them well enough, then this will not have happened. All right. So, but anyway, coming back to this, story, content, and then you have your brand, product, and individual. These two parts of stories combined. So why stories? Now you look at this. Yeah, this was my feature on Yahoo. So it talks about it's just like how Amira introduced me with my four business failures, and then overcoming a stroke to build up my business to hit 1 million revenue across 2 years. Okay. So does this beef up and strengthens my brand presence or my company presence? Will people be more willing to work with me, or in fact to invest into us? And because of this, now we are already in talks. We have three investors knocking on my doors for us to beef up and to expand. Okay, so in general, 70% of companies invest in some form of content marketing. Personal stories and gossip makes up about 75% of conversation. Let's all admit it. We all gossip. The moment put friends, abang, ade, everyone together, sit down, the kopi on the table, pop. Then we start to talk about people. We start to talk about other companies. Oh, that company that time do this guy that time do that, the soccer player, the football player. Singapore every time talk about World Cup. Then now no cup. Okay, so we all talk about this, right? So remember this, personal stories and gossip makes up. So how can you leverage it in your website, in your social media? All right, to use that as a tool to leverage and to enhance your content, to bring customers to you. Yeah, but I'm not telling you to make your social media and your website into a gossip page lah, huh? Okay, please. We run business, so we cannot be publicly gossiping all these things. But you can share your opinions. You can share opinions, right? Like sometimes when you see another company doing something that you feel is right, can you come out and agree with them that, oh, this company has done this and this and it's correct, and we are inspired by that, and then you tag them. They are so happy, the founder is so happy, they want to make friends with you, and you never know, then there comes a collaboration, there comes a partnership. And it might even be a sales opportunity. Okay. All right, so we don't really have much time. I really want to have a open discussion. So telling a story, please screenshot this. This is the best blueprint. In fact, all my staffs, when they come in, I show them this, they just follow this. It's very kiddish. I told them this has to be kiddish because storytellers, the primary storytelling, we tell stories to who? To little children. So I put all the cute icon there, right? So you need to first have a main character. It can be your product, services, or yourself. Introduction, what is at stake? So the stake is your company, your brand, your individual, your product. You amplify it. You give people a reason to want to look and listen to your story. You want people to know about your story. You want people to know about your products, right? You need to amplify what is good. Okay, and then because you cannot be proud in Hokkien or in Singapore, Chinese, Malaysia also, we say hao lian, yaya papaya, you amplify so much, people say you yaya papaya. So you always need a softener. So how does the softener come in? You can praise your product, you can praise your services. We are one of the best in Malaysia. We have global presence. I recall one of the companies have a global presence in UK. So we are really distributing to UK. Yeah, very good. Then after that, the softener comes in where you share about your struggles, your challenges, but it didn't happen because we work hard, our team work hard to actually transact between the Thailand and the UK. So we overcome barriers like learning all the rice fields, all the technical things. We spend months on it. We do our R&D, and then we were very sincere with the UK side, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. So a softener needs to come in. If not, people will say that you are just all out to praise yourself. You are very proud, overly proud. Okay, now the next one is celebrate your success. Now celebrate your victory with the audiences. Give acknowledgement to people who have helped you along the way. So we are very thankful. So some of your social media posts can be, we are very thankful for Beyond4 for helping us, tech Beyond4, for helping us into our journey to help us to reach this stage. We have progressed so much. We have done this, we have this feature. So you celebrate your success together with your audiences, together with people. And then last but not least, your objectives, your takeaway. Always end off with a KPI, not KPI, a call to action. It can also be a call to action, not call to action, but something like, we hope to have your continued support, and we are very grateful. We will continue to work hard and to strive on. To work with us, contact us at or email us at Yeah. So telling a story. Where do story fall into? In fact, the answer is stories fall into awareness, interest, consideration, engagement, sales, and even recycling. So you can apply stories into every part of the funnel. Okay, don't restrict it to awareness. You can put it into every part of the funnel. No time to think about your story, but you have 2 more weeks to think about your story. No, not 2 more weeks, because your demo day, I think you only have 3 to 5 minutes of airtime. So, okay, but prepare your story. Okay, be ready when you are being interviewed. Okay, go and write your stories. Ask ChatGPT for help. Okay, I'm not going to go into sales. Sales very straightforward. Sell, 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 sell. But you need to look at these 2 things. Okay, you need to look at these 2 things. First thing, sales more for B2B. When sales is made, when our sales made, you need to have your leads generation. You need to do your prospecting. Not everyone that leaves their contact email with you or wants to meet you are your good clients. You need to have a filter. You need to qualify your leads. Remember this. Don't waste time on leads that just want to waste your time. Okay, so you need to have and find that filter and to identify a system to qualify them. Okay, I draw you a quick example. If your products is selling at $3,000, no, if my service, for example, my annual service is about 20 over to 30 over Sing dollars, right? 20 over to 30 over thousand Sing dollars. The first thing first I will look into will be the revenue or their declared revenue for last year. So I will go into Singapore business system. I will actually check to see their investment cost, how much they started the company with, how many team size they have. If they are just a 1 or 2 person company, there is no way that they are good clients to be. I'm not saying that they are not, they cannot be, but I will move them down in my filter list and I will engage them as the least priority to follow up lah. Okay. Yeah. Following up. So anyway, this is the 5 points of sales. To enhance your B2B at the end bottom of the cycle, you can use tools like Zoho, HubSpot, Salesforce, and then your sales automation like platforms such as even your Shopify. You have your email marketing, your system that you can set up. Okay, go and find those email CRM. Then I mentioned just now, data analytics reporting tools, very important. The data that you have, this shows you the insights whether your products and services is well liked, and then how you can improve on your product services and to enhance on it. So this forms the whole cycle of marketing. I hope I didn't go too fast because I kept looking at the time and I realized that I talk nonsense too much. So now it's 12:53. I wanted to have 15 minutes. Amira, can we still have the 15 minutes of open discussion? That means overrun a little bit.
Can.
Can, huh?
Can.
Okay. Yeah. Okay,
Alright.
open Q&A. Yes.
Yes, guys, go ahead and ask your questions if you still have any. Might be related to your own startup or generic questions that you want Desmond to touch more upon. Go ahead and unmute yourself if you have questions.
Hi Desmond, it's me again. Okay.
Hello.
All right. Okay. So basically, for my company, we do have a lot of business channel. Not business channel, business product that we do trading for. So, let's say for example, we do trading for distributor for product imported from China or US. Okay, one thing. And then we do also for our service for pipette calibration, maintenance, and all. And then another one that we wanted to start up is that the product that we call Danio Expert for service on toxicity, fish toxicity. So how do I marketize this different product, not different product, different segment of market?
Okay, can you repeat your products again?
Yeah, okay. So basically, I do sell consumable to research university. Okay, I do sell equipment. Okay, and then I do sell a lot of other things like pipette maintenance and also other service like cell cytotoxicity and all. But another one that we try to establish currently, that we do ourselves, for example, medium for people doing toxicity, our own media.
Oh,
And
your own
also our
media.
own service, yes.
Right.
So that's
Right.
one product channel. Okay, all right. So how do I do product placement actually?
Right. I think first thing first, you a startup, right?
Yes, correct.
Stay focused.
Right.
Where your cash cow come from? Where's your biggest revenue? Market that first.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So when you are focused, because from what I hear, the main cash cow should be coming from your electronics. I will identify them as electronics, right? So and that those are consumer products as well. So that is where it is the biggest market that you should push out to. Yeah. Then if it's B2B, your email marketing, you need to gather the database, or you need to just send out cold emails. That's one way to do it. And if you are talking about the B2C side of things, I think working with Shopee, Lazada, those are fantastic. And then right on their affiliate marketing.
Okay. And then one more thing for email marketing, I'm currently doing MailChimp.
Yep.
But then I'm a clear problem where the email blasting that I do point to customer email junk folder or scam junk folder. So can you suggest how do I improve this type of free marketing platform lah?
Free marketing. Okay, so there isn't much of a way that we can stop the emails from going into the junk. Okay. Because there's a few things. First thing first, the junk email will identify and look at where you're sending the email from. Right. Your email address matters. The other one is also your headline matters. So you can improve on your headlines. That will help reduce the possibility of your email being thrown into junk.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think it's more towards content lah. So more towards our content.
Your copywriting, yes, correct.
Okay, copywriting. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Any questions from other people? Amira, we are not going to get cut off later, right? I saw I got a prompt there, say 5 minutes just now.
No.
Okay.
We can still proceed. Yeah.
Yes.
Any more question, guys? Any challenges that you guys face? Trying to market your product?
Yeah. Or even your social media, I think there was a batch in the KL batch. I took them on. They were doing some counseling thing.
That's my.
Yes. I can't remember. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact name. Yep.
So their company beefed up on branding using social media, using Instagram, but they are a service provider, right? Their main target was to schools, private schools, and even to individuals. So there was two sides of their business, but they managed to build everything through just purely leveraging on content on Instagram and Facebook. And from that day when I mentor them all the way until now, I can see their growth is very it's really good. Yeah. So I think that voices down to, do we all really need a website to build our branding or create a brand presence? My answer is, if you do not have the budget and time, a website is not necessary. You can always leverage on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn. Yeah. If you all do realize that when you all search for a company name, sometimes the LinkedIn or the Facebook page pop-ups instead of their website. Yeah.
Hello, hi, Desmond.
Hello, hi.
Hello, hi, I'm Amy.
Hi, Amy.
So So basically what we are doing is tissue culture banana. So just now you are mentioning about first in branding, one of the method is by educate. So basically people nowadays, so our target customer is farmers actually. But currently the farmers are using conventional method, means they are planting the banana from the sucker itself. So by our technology, we supply doing a tissue culture, which is shorten the period of planting, but the yield is more high quality with free pest and disease. So currently our social media is only Facebook. But is it relevant if we're sharing the process of how we get the tissue culture in order to get the attention of the customer? So what do you advise? Because currently we are not good in marketing the tissue culture, because nowadays people are still using they are preferring the conventional method instead of the technology one, because the price is a bit pricey than the normal seedlings.
Right. So your first barrier is your pricing versus their traditional way of doing. Their traditional way of doing is cheaper than engaging you guys, right? But you are saying that when they pay a little bit more, the yield is more and it shortens their time and workload, correct?
Yeah, and also uniformity.
Correct. So you see, this whole thing that I just mentioned, these are marketing materials. Are these conveyed to the farmers? Yeah. So you want to convey this to the farmers, that goes down in, you are using social media channel. There's a few elements. First thing first, are the farmers social media savvy? Do they have their website and which area they are from? By knowing which area they are from, your targeted segment, their age group, you can actually run advertisements that target specifically reach out to all this group of people. So I think that's one. The second thing is the content. So when you put up content, remember the 5 P's: price, place, and something like promotions, right? So as a farmer, I need to see visually. If you put so many words, I'm a farmer, I got so many words, I don't want to see one, because I will feel that I'm hands-on. But if you can do a video that shows normal method, right? 1 hour or maybe 1 week. Your method, you show the process, 3 days. Then I will buy into it. I might buy into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the content play important roles in getting their attentions. All right. Thank you.
Yes, correct. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Desmond.
No problem. Oh, anyone? Oh, I don't see the startup that was importing rice to.
They were in just now. So Aishu and LinkedIn, I think they left a few minutes ago. Yeah, so
Okay.
they joined here. Even the founder was here.
All right. Yeah. They left a huge impression on me lah.
For the midterm, yeah.
Yep.
I think another case study I think worth for startups to look at is we invited a founder last cohort. He does a Green Factory. So Green Factory, they solely rely on social media. So the founder itself actually posts a lot of his opinions on LinkedIn. So it's not just related to Green Factory. So he made a brand out of himself. And that's how people got to know Green Factory, because Green Factory was already around for, I think, 30 years. But when he came in as the founder, so it was a family business, he came in and then he made a brand out of himself. Then the startup started to bloom. So I think it's also important for the founder themselves, right, Desmond, to actually create a brand out of themselves, not just the product.
Yes, absolutely correct. It's not Jinchi, right? No.
No, 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 no.
Not
Green.
Green Factory,
Does
Green
it mean
Factory.
that does it mean the founder become the influencer, something like that?
Yeah, something like that. So he's very he in a way for this case for Green Factory, his name is Harith. So he actually said that he put a lot of contents, his thoughts, his opinions, so not just about the startup. So that left an impact, and then he started to talk a lot about the startup, about the business and all. So it's quite, yeah, the business is quite famous now lah.
Is it in Malaysia?
Yes.
Okay. What platform do you, I know lah what platform
Link
that
you can check on his LinkedIn. His name is Harith. So he does Green Factory. So he does a lot of furnitures and all using kayu.
Oh, okay.
Haris the carpenter, right?
Harith the carpenter. Yes.
Green Factory.
Mm-mm.
Green Carpenter.
Meaning that personal branding is important, yeah?
Yes, very important. That's why I mentioned in my whole slide, right? I did say first you are the best advocate, right? Yeah, you are the best advocate for your business. Always step out to show your face and to be proud of whatever that you are doing.
So I can become artist.
Yes. Like
No,
really,
not
why
artist,
not, right?
Influencer, the influencer.
Influencer.
Well,
But
I mean,
go
yes,
ahead, go
sorry.
ahead. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, if all of you think back, how many founders have you heard of? The big ones. Like, do you know who is doing who is the founder of Grab?
No.
Oh, okay, maybe only Singapore know yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I know Vincent Tan. I know Vincent Tan.
Vincent Tan, right? So he's a founder of
Yeah.
something, right?
Ajaya
Yeah, but
Food, yes.
yes. So the truth is, when people you need to work it as such that when people see you, they think of your brand. When people look at your brand, they think of you. Yeah.
I think that's one way of marketing.
Okay. Any
Any
more
other-
questions?
Yeah.
All right. If not, then Amira. So I think
Yeah.
we can call it
Can.
a day.
All right, guys, if you guys still have questions, maybe right now you don't, maybe after a few days, then when you're deciding on your marketing strategies, then you have questions, you can go ahead. If you want to reach out to Desmond as well, let me know, and then I'll connect you to Desmond. All right. We have a few other mentors as well who can help you with your digital marketing strategies as well. Just let me know. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for staying up until the end.